Hi, this is GP here. Welcome to another session of GP ka IPMAT Funda, and today we'll be looking at the IPMAT 2021 paper, the QA sections of short answer as well as MCQ, how you should have attempted the paper. Okay, this is not about solving all questions. How you attempt the paper is critical because I am sure you understand you don't have sufficient time to attempt the paper completely. What was the paper pattern of IPMAT in this particular year? It was 10, 20, 30, 60 questions in all. Okay, and 4 marks per question and 30 minutes of 3 sections each. Okay, negative marking was not there in essay. No negative marking in essay, but negative marking in all MCQ questions. So pattern is clear: 10, 20, 30, 30 minutes into 3. Okay, and most importantly, what was the cutoff? Forget about the other cutoff. Let's look at the general category cutoffs, which are typically the highest. 4 questions, 6 questions. Okay, this is what we needed to do. In how much time? In 30 minutes each. In each section, if you spend 30 minutes and you end up getting 16 marks and 21, you would have cleared the cutoffs. However, I can assure you, and I'll show it to you, if you attempt the paper in a proper manner, you could do at least 6 questions here and you could do at least 10 questions here. Okay, so I'm not talking about 16 plus 21, 37 marks. I'm saying this 16 questions into 4, 64 marks were there for the picking. Actually, you could have done much more also, but worst case में इतना तो आना ही चाहिए था. Okay, and how do we attempt the paper? ये सबको मालूम है अब तक, तो मैं इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगाऊंगा. मेरा काम है, I'll attempt the easy questions. Any question which is time consuming or I'm not sure about, leave that question and जुगाड़ use करना है. Very quickly, the strategy of attempting the paper is this. Okay, yeah, attempt the easy ones. Okay, mark for review the doable but time consuming questions. ये कब करोगे? एंड में टाइम बचेगा तो आके फिर से देख लेना. उससे पहले इसको कुछ चिंता करने की इसकी आवश्यकता नहीं है आपको. ठीक है, so this is fine. Then any question which is difficult, समझ नहीं आता, टाइम लगेगा, छोड़ दो, इससे हमारा कोई लेना देना नहीं, because in any case we don't have sufficient time to complete the paper, so we should keep leaving the difficult and time consuming questions completely. Okay, so with this, now let's go back and check the paper and see how the question should have been attempted. Again I'm repeating, this is an attempt. सब सवालों के solution नहीं है, but paper कैसे attempt करा जा रहा है, which questions to attempt, which ones to leave is what you'll possibly learn from here. Okay, first question. Now, the number of positive integers which divide 18, 19 into 130 into 170 and are not divisible by 45. Yeah, उसके factors पूछता तो बता देता. Not divisible by 45 means I'll have to put in some extra effort and I will have to think a little and get the answer. Is it doable? It is doable. But chances of making a mistake in such a question for me are high, so I'm just leaving it. And my time बचेगा तो I'll come back in round 2 and have a look at it. But by and large, I'm not interested in this particular question. Next question, the sum up to 10 terms of this series. Now this kind of a question where there's a series or a pattern given, I will spend 30-40 seconds, try to understand and see if I can do it immediately or not. If I can, great, otherwise I will leave it or I'll come back to it in the end. So इसको देखते हैं क्या है. First term is 1 into 3, which is 3. Second term 5 into 7, 35. Third term 9 into 11, 99. Fourth term would be how much? 13 into 15. 9, 11, 13, 15. 13 into 15 will be 195. Can you see a pattern? It is going to be 2 square minus 1, 6 square minus 1, 10 square minus 1, 14 square minus 1. What will be the 10th term? Let's see. Okay. So what are we supposed to do? We have to find all of them and add. I am sure there's a mathematical method. मेरे को strike नहीं करता तो मैं छोड़ दूंगा अभी के लिए. For me, this is round 2 question. In round 2, if I have time, I'll do this completely. What is it? 14 के बाद 18 square. Then 22 square, then 26 square. Okay, okay. After 26, 30 square, 34 square, and 38 square. Does it make it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, minus 1, minus 1. So it is minus 10. So add all of them and then minus 10. Is it too difficult? No, it will be a little time consuming. So if you are someone जिसको खाली cut off clear करनी है ना, कर लो ना, कितना time लगेगा? 2 square 4, 6 square 36, 16 square 256, 14 square 196, 18 square 324, 22 square 484, 26 square 676, 30 square 900, 34 square याद नहीं है लेकिन कर सकते हैं ना. 34 square will be 35 square minus 35 minus 34. This will be equal to 34 square. Okay. So 35 square is 1225 minus 35 minus 34. 1225 minus 35, 1190, 1160, 1156. Okay. And what is 38 square? नहीं मालूम है, कोई बात नहीं. Cross multiply. Remember your Vedic maths. 8 8 is 64. Carry 6. 24 plus 24, 48 plus 6, 24 plus 24, 48, 48 plus 6, 54, carry 5, 9, 14, 14, 44. Add कर लो ना, कितना time लगेगा? I will come, so you add all of them, minus 10, you'll get the answer. कितना time है? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 मिनट लगेंगे ना? But 30 minutes. 10 questions, even if you spend 5 minutes in this question, you have got it right, you are definite. And again, I'm saying, this is what you should do if you are someone who looking at 4-5 questions only. If you're looking 6+ questions, तो आपको क्या करना है? Round 2 में आके बाद में सोचेंगे इसके बारे में, पहले बाकी तो निपटा लें. Okay. Now, it is given that the sequence xn satisfies this particular pattern. Okay, for n equal to 1, what is x31 equal to? Same thing. Same as the previous one. Let's write down and check out x1, x2, x3, x4. Let's see if we can identify a pattern. Okay. What is x1 is 0. x2 will be x1, which is 0, plus 1 plus twice of under root 1 plus xn. x1 was 0, so under root 1. What does it become? 2 plus 1? 3. Okay. x3 will be 3, which is x2, plus 1 plus twice of under root. Okay. Twice of 3 plus 1, 4. Okay. So 2 to the 4, 4 plus 3, 7 and 1, 8. Next one will be 8 plus 1 plus twice under root what? 8 plus 1, 9. So 3 to the 6, 6 plus 1, 7 and 8, 15. Can you see a pattern? Couple of things. 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. So if I have to look at x5, I should have 5 square, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square. This is 4 square. Plus 2, plus 1, and this is 15. What does it become? 15, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. I have seen a pattern. 1 square minus 1, 2 square minus 1, 3 square minus 1, 4 square minus 1, 5 square minus 1. So what will be the 31st term? 31st term will be 31 square minus 1, which is going to be equal to 961 minus 1, 960. So the correct answer for this is 960. There is a question which you had to attempt, because unlike the previous one, please understand here I did not get a specific method which could save time. Here I can see a pattern, a sequence which gives me an answer straight away, which is why this is a round 1 question, and which is and the previous one is a round 2 question. Okay. Okay. Next one. There are 5 parallel lines. Okay. Incidentally, what we did in the previous question is what we called a jugaad, right? It would be called a jugaad. Why would a jugaad? Because we are not following the normal mathematical approach. We are doing our stuff only. Okay. 5 parallel lines on a plane. On the same plane, there are n other lines which are perpendicular to the 5 parallel lines. Okay. If the number of distinct rectangles formed by these lines is 360, what is the value of n? Okay. So there are 5 parallel lines on a plane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And there are n other lines which are perpendicular. Okay. Okay. Let me just do it again. Let me just use 2 different colored pens for this. So 5. Okay. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are n lines. Okay. Okay, number of distinct rectangles formed by these lines is 360. Rectangles, how will you form? You'll form rectangles by choosing 2 out of these and 2 out of these. 2 of the blue lines and 2 of the red lines. If you combine them, you'll get a rectangle. So how many rectangles will we get? Okay, for every 2 out of the red line, out of the blue lines, you can choose them in 5C 2 ways. Okay, and NC 2 ways are the other 2. This is going to be equal to 360. What is 5C2? 5C2 will be 10. 5 into 4 upon 2. So this is, that means NC2 will be 360 upon 10 or 36. Okay. So what is NC2? Take a guess. Take a number. Let's take 8. N equal to 8. 8C2 will be equal to 8 into 7 upon 2, which is 36, 8 into 7, sorry, 56, 28. So no, 9C2, 9 into 8 upon 2, which is equal to 36. So the answer is going to be 9. Okay. Oof, long question, but let's read the question. There are two taps, T1 and T2, at the bottom of a water tank, either of which or both of which may be open to empty the water tank. Okay, either or both of which may be open to empty the water tank, each at a constant load. So दोनों खाली कहते हैं, ठीक है, चलो. If T1 is open, keeping T2 closed, the water tank initially full becomes empty in half an hour. What is this telling me? T1 empties the water tank in 60 minutes. Why am I 60 minutes? Okay, sorry, in 30 minutes. T1 is opened, keeping T2 closed. The water tank initially full becomes empty in half an hour. So T1 empties the tank in 30 minutes. Okay, if both T1 and T2 are kept open, water tank initially full becomes empty in 20 minutes. So T1 plus T2 together empty the tank in 20 minutes. Okay, time in minutes it takes for the water tank initially full to become empty if T2 is open. So T2 कितनी देर में खाली करेगा? Two different ways, and I will classify as jugaad, okay, because this is not what most people do. First of all, if one person can do a work in A minutes, another in B minutes, together they'll finish the work in AB upon A plus B. Can I not apply this directly? So I will say, first thing, one way to look at this question is to say 30 into T2 upon 30 plus T2 is equal to 20. Solve. So 30 T2 will be equal to 600 plus 20 T2. So 10 T2 equal to 600, T2 equal to 60. Simple method. Please remember that formula. If one person can do a piece of work in A minutes, another person can do it in B minutes. Together they'll finish the work in AB upon A plus B. However, faster method would be T1 empties the tank in 30 minutes. Okay, so what is it doing? It is emptying at the rate of 3.33% per minute. Okay, right? T1 plus T2 together empty the tank in 20 minutes. That means together they will empty the tank at the rate of 5% per minute. So भैया 5% एक साथ हो रहा है. 3.33 is happening because of T1. That means T2 will give how many? 5 minus 3.3, 1.66% per minute. And what is 1.66% equal to? It is 1 by 60. That means T2 will empty the tank in 60 minutes. To me, this is a better method. The formula is okay. That is not bad. That is better than what most people do कि volume assume कर लो. गलत नहीं है वो भी. But volume assume करके भी ज़्यादा time लगेगा. AB upon A plus B will take you lesser time. And if you can do percentages, your time consumption comes down significantly. Okay. So which is why this was a जुगाड़. एक और लंबी कहानी है. A class consists of 30 students. Each of them has registered for 5 courses. Okay. So 30 students, 5 courses. Each course instructor conducts an exam out of 200 marks. Average percentage marks for all 30 students, all courses they have registered at 80%. Okay. So कितने हैं ये? These are 200 marks into 5 courses. These are 1000 marks. Okay. And what is the average that the person has got? 80%. So on an average, each student has got 800 marks. Okay. 2 of them apply for revaluation in a course. If none of their marks reduce, marks नहीं बढ़े, कम हुए चलो, and the average of all 30 students across all courses becomes 80.02%. Okay. Yeah. So, oops. Yeah. So this was 80% of 1000. Okay. Now what it says? It becomes not 80% but 80.02%. What will that be? It will be 800.2. So what has happened? The average has gone up by 0.2 marks. Okay. So what do we need to find? The maximum possible increase in marks of either of the two students. Maximum increase कब होगा? एक का no increase, दूसरे का full increase. So what is the increase? 0.2 marks per student is the increase for 30 students. So 30 into 0.2 is 6. Okay, so the answer has to be 6. 30 into 0.2. Assuming that the other child will have a 0 increase and one person will have all the increase. What is the minimum number of weights which enable us to weigh any integer number of grams of gold from 1 to 100 on a standard balance with 2 pans? Okay. Now, इसका ना कुछ चीजें मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ याद होनी चाहिए. For example, tables you need to mug up, squares, cubes, square roots, cube roots you need to mug up. Similarly, this will give you something which you need to remember, memorize, mug up, whatever you want to do. Okay. Okay. So what do we want? Up to 100. We want to be able to measure everything up to 100. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to 100. What is the way to do it? What are the weights required? The weights required will be 2 to power 0, 2 to power 1, 2 to power 2, 2 to power 3, 2 to power 4, such that 2 to power n is less than 100. Okay, 2 to power n has to be less than 100 is what you are looking at. Okay, so what is it? 2 to power 4 is 16, 2 to power 5 is 32, 2 to power 6 is 64, 2 to power 7 is 128. So this will not work for me. Okay, so the weights required are going to be these. Each one of them has to be less than that. So what is it that you need to do now? Okay, so how many weights? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, so the idea is that if you want to cover everything up to 100, the highest weight has to be 2 to power n, which is less than 100. If it was 1000, it would have been 2 to power n, which is less than 1000, and so on and so forth. This is something which you want to remember. It is not something you need to, let's say, calculate every time. Okay, next question. If one of the two lines given by this equation coincides with one of those given by this equation and the other line represented by them are perpendicular, then a square. बहुत काम कराएगा ना. These are two lines. Out of these two and out of these two, one line each coincides. They have the same equation. So find that, and then उसके बाद होगा नहीं करना है. There is not a question I am interested in. I will say leave. Okay. If a function fa equal to max of a is 0. Okay. So that means if a is greater than 0, the answer becomes a. If a is less than 0, the answer becomes 0. Then the smallest integer value of x for which this equation holds true. कुछ नहीं जुगाड़ है यार. क्या जुगाड़ है? Put values check. Okay. So we want the smallest possible value of x. So what is it? F of x minus 3 plus twice of f of x plus 1 should be equal to 8. डाल के देखते हैं value. Take x equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, what does become? Minus 3. So minus 3 0, this becomes 0. Plus twice into, if x is 0, f of 1, what does it become? 2 plus 2, 1, 2. No, we want 8. Okay. Go further. Let's take x equal to 3. Why 3? Because here calculation आसान हो जाती है ना. I am always looking for numbers which will make my calculation easier. 3 minus 0, f0. So 0, 0, this becomes 0. And twice of 3 plus 1, 4. 4 and 0, 4. 8 tallies. Okay. So what should the answer be? 8. Oh, sorry. Answer should be 3, not 8. Okay. Okay. Now I'm sure some of you will say, but अगर 1 or 2 हो सकता है, check कर दो ना अगर doubt है तो. नहीं हो सकता because you can see this is changing. Just for the sake of it, if you want to check x equal to 2, what do you get? 2 minus 1 is minus 3 is minus 1. So f of minus 1 will be 0. If x is less than 3, this is going to be 0. Okay. And similarly, if you look at this part, so if x is equal to 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 2 into 3, this will be 6. So if x equal to 1 पे क्या आता? 4 आता. So pattern दिखता है, final करो, आगे चलो. ठीक है? So don't worry about doing everything. Okay. Okay. Venn diagram. In a math class, 60 and 68% of the students pass their physics and mathematics exams respectively. Then the at least dash percentage of students pass both physics and maths. Venn diagram का basics का सवाल है. Okay, we want the minimum percentage of students who have passed both of them. If this is 60, this is 68. When will this be the minimum? When every student is studying at least one subject. Okay, so what is it? 60 plus 68 minus let's say both should be equal to total, right? So 128 minus 100, so both should be 28. Okay. So the question was, what is the minimum? The minimum is going to be 28%. Okay. Supposing the question was maximum, what will the maximum be? If I have to look at maximum, I will say ये 60 के 60 को यहाँ डाल दो ना. This becomes 8. That means total is 68. What this means is 32 students are not studying any subject. So when we want to minimize, we'll say every student is studying at least one subject. When we want to maximize, we put the smaller number in the common domain, and which gives us the number of students who are not studying any subject. 68 study at least one subject. Out of 100, 32 are not studying any of these subjects. So these are the range or the limits which you are getting. Now, the सवाल हो गए ना? How many questions have we attempted out of these 10 short answer questions? Let's have a quick look. Let me just go to a blank slide. Yes, let's look at this. As far as SA is concerned, out of 10 questions, how many have we done? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. We have done 3, 4. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And out of these, question 3 is Jugaad, question 5 is Jugaad, question 9 is Jugaad, and also if you remember question 2, बोला था ना वो 10 नंबर ऐड करके माइनस 10 कर लेना, वो भी तो था. I have not counted that. So these are 7 questions in round 1, 1 question in round 2, and there are 8 doable questions. The remaining 2 is not what you should have done. And इसमें भी ये नहीं किया, इसमें भी 1-2 छोड़ दिया, यार 4-5 तो फिर भी हो जाएंगे ना. So please remember, यही काम करना होता है. ठीक है? I hope this is clear as far as this particular section is concerned. Let's now go to section, the MCQ section. Okay, 20 questions. Let's see how many we are able to do. Suppose that a real valued function fx of real number satisfies for all real xy such that f2020 equal to 1. Compute f2021. I समझ नहीं आता मुझे. I take time to solve this question and hence I will leave it. No issues at all. पर ये छोड़ने में दिक्कत नहीं होनी चाहिए. There are too many fishes in the pond to worry about a difficult question. Okay. आ गया ना log का छोटा सा सवाल. Okay. So log of this plus log of this plus log of this is equal to 0. What is the value of a plus b plus c? कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. After all, if it is 0, this should be 0 plus 0 plus 0. So 0 plus 0, there seems to be some error. This is plus, this is equal to, this is equal to. That means, I think if I remember correctly, this should be equal to. Okay. Even if it was this plus this plus this, I would have done the same thing. So whether it is equal to 0 or this plus this equal to 0, my approach will not change. Both cases में कहूँगा तो 0 plus 0 plus 0 मुझे करना है. ठीक है? So let's look at what is this. Okay. If okay, log of base 2, log of base 3, log of base 4 of a, this has to be 0. If this has to be 0, what does that mean? This means this thing has to be 2 to power 0. Right? So if this part is 2 to the power 0, what will this part be? This will be 3 to power 2 to power 0 is equal to 1. This will be 3. This will be 3 to power 1. And what will this be? This means log of a base 4 is equal to 3. So a should be equal to 4 cube, which is equal to 64. Okay. So what is the value of a? 64. Okay. Similarly, if you look at b, let me just, this is 342. Okay, let me just modify this one. This is 3. This is, okay, let me write it down. एक और बार क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एक और बार लिख लेंगे ना? Okay. Though you can always identify a pattern, but nevertheless. Again, this is going to be 3 to power 0. 1. Okay. So what will this be? This will be 4 to power 1. 3 to power 0 equal to 1. So this will be 4 to power 1. So what do we have? Log of b base 2 is equal to 4. So b should be equal to 4 square. 4 square is 16. And what is c? The same thing. Okay. C के लिए भी same चीज कर लो. ठीक है. Though if you look, notice you will be able to identify the pattern only. So not 16 square. Okay, this is 16, this is 64. So this was 4 cube, this is 4 square. Okay, what is the next one? C. C is log of 4 base 4, log of base 2, log of C base 3. 0. What does it become then? This is going to be 4 to power 0. So this is going to be 2 to power 1, 2, and hence this is going to be log of C base 3 is equal to 2. So C should be equal to 3 square, which is 9. So C is going to be 9. 64 plus 16 plus 9. Not 79, 89, yeah. Okay, 64, 80 plus 9, 89. In any case, the moment you got 64, तुम्हें ये चॉइस तो काट देनी थी. The moment you got 64 plus 16, this should have been eliminated. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, so simple rule है 0 plus 0 plus 0 करो. मुझे मालूम नहीं क्या सही सवाल है, but जो भी हो मेरे को तो इसी तरह से करना था. This is another of my जुगाड़ questions. SN be the sum of first n terms of AP. Okay. AN, okay, if S5 equal to S9, what is the ratio of A3 to A5? ठीक है, ये तो standard सवाल है, इसको तो करेंगे. We will not waste too much time in trying to think what is the method to be applied. Standard question. What is S5? It is 2A plus n is going to 5. N is 5, so 2A plus n minus 1 into D, so 4 plus 4D. This is equal to S9. S9 will be again 2A plus 8D. सही है गलत है? गलत है यार, क्या भूल गया मैं? n by 2, so 5 by 2, and this will be 9 by 2. Okay, so n by 2 into A plus L, n by 2 into A plus L, where n on the left hand is 5, S5 means n is equal to 5, S9 means n equal to 9. Okay, so क्या आ जाता है यार, ये देख लेते हैं. Okay, so 5 into 2, okay, 5 into, okay, let's see, 5 into 3 into 2 को कम, okay, आसान कर लेते हैं इसको, थोड़ा सा बिना दिमाग लगाए पूरा कर लेते हैं. 10A plus 5 4 are 20D is equal to 9 into 2, 18A plus 9 8 are 72D. Okay, I'm giving a simpler method first, then I'll come to something which some of you may have noticed and will be able to do it faster. So what is this equal to? 18A and 72 minus 20, 52D. Or this is 9A plus 26D equal to 0, equal to 0. What does that mean? What does that mean for A upon D? So if you take it, 9A is equal to minus 26D. So what is A by D equal to? Minus 26 upon 9. Okay. Minus 26 upon 9. Okay. Have I done some of the things right? Oh, 18 minus, okay. This should have been 8. Galti kari. Okay. So let me just do it again from here. Okay. So 10A, 18A plus 72D. Okay. So if you take it, 18 minus 10 is equal to 8A plus 72 minus 52D. Okay. 0. So 4 2s are 8. 2A plus 13D. That means A upon D will be? That means A upon D will be minus 13 by 2. क्या मतलब हुआ? इसमें assume A equal to minus 13 and D equal to 2. So A1 is minus 13. What do we want? A3, A5. What will be A2? Minus 11. A3 minus 9. A4 minus 7, A5 minus 5. ठीक है? So A upon D minus 13 and 2 आया है. A upon D is minus 13 upon 2. Take A equal to minus 13, D equal to 2 and start working. Alternately, you could have said take A equal to 13 and D equal to minus 2. उसमें भी यही चीज आती. ठीक है? Does not matter. What are we looking for? A3 to A5. Minus 9 is to minus 5 means the answer should be 9 is to 5. Okay, this is one way of doing the question. However, some of you might have been able to do it faster. Okay, okay. Let's look at this only. Okay, यहीं से देख लेते हैं. ठीक है. if you notice something. So take 2 common out of this. So 5 into 2, 10 into a plus 2d is equal to, if you take 2 common from here, 18 into a plus 9, a plus 4d. Right? Now what is this? A plus 2d will be a3. So says 10 times a3 is equal to, this is 18 times a5. So what is a3 upon a5? This is equal to 18 by 10 और 9 by 5. ये दिख जाएगा, अच्छा है, जल्दी हो जाएगा. You'll save another 1.5 2 minutes. नहीं दिखेगा तो कोई बात नहीं, वो प्रोसेस करके खत्म कर लेना इस सवाल को. ओके. 14th. देखते ही पता चल रहा अच्छा नहीं है. If A, B and A plus B are non-singular matrices जो मुझे आती नहीं है, तो मेरा काम बहुत आसान है, छोड़ दूंगा, मैं आगे चलूंगा. Angles A, B, C of a triangle are in arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression में if the angles of triangle are there, that means one angle is 60. Okay, it could be a 30, 60, 90. It could be 45, 60. How much that will be? 105. Or it could be something into 60, 60 minus D and 60 plus D. The middle term will always be the average. The sum of angle is 180, तो middle वाला तो 60 है, तो clear है. मुझे इसमें मेरे को चिंता नहीं करनी है. ठीक है? In arithmetic progression such that sin 2a plus b equal to half, then what is sin b plus 2c? Now एक चीज याद रखो. You know the values of sin cos tan for 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Okay. For sin it is 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. यही है ना? Cos के लिए ऐसे शुरू हो जाएंगे. Cos will be 1 or 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. यही है ना? Tan will be sin upon cos. So एक चीज याद रखो. Very rarely they will give you question these angles. Supposing they have given you, supposing they give you a right angle triangle which is 75 degree. Sorry, not 75. 45 degree, 60 degree and 105 degree. तो भैया अब 105 डिग्री निकालने के लिए 15 डिग्री कौन निकालेगा? नहीं देंगे सवाल. Very rarely they will give you a question which will not have these particular values. So your starting point always has to be यार ये जो ABC है ना इसमें से हो सकता है. So most probably this is going to be a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Is it guaranteed? No. But this is the highest probability is what I will come with. Okay? And जुगाड़ में ये चीज बहुत जरूरी होती है, चीजें याद रखना कि what are the likelihood, because otherwise they have to give you some kind of additional information or another way to find. And अगर मेरे को sin 75 degree निकालना पड़ेगा या 105 निकालना होगा, that is going to be a question which I am not going to be interested in. Okay, back to the question. If the angles ABC are in arithmetic progression such that sin of 2a plus b is equal to half, then we need to find what is sin of b plus 2c. Okay. तो मेरा क्या काम है भैया, मुझे 30, 60, 90 पता करना है कौन सा है. That is my starting point. Now it is half. When is sin half? 0, half, 30 degree. That means a plus 2b could be 30 degree or it could also be 150 degree हो सकता है कि नहीं, या 180 degree या 210 degree हो सकता है कि नहीं. Okay. So if you look at sin 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1. Then root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, 1 by 2, half, 0. यही चलेगा ना? It is going to be like this. Okay. So what you need to remember is 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. Okay. So after 90, जितना ये है उतना ये भी जाएगा इसमें. ठीक है. So what is half going to be? Half could be 150 also. So or it could be 210. So half is either 150 degree or it is going to be 210 degree. So 2a plus b will either be 150 or 210. Check कर लेंगे. Check करके हम आंसर निकाल लेंगे. ठीक है. So let's check out. Okay. Okay. So if 2a plus b is equal to 150 degree, बीच वाला तो 60 degree है. कैसे आ सकता है? Okay. So it is either 30, 60, 90 or it is 45, 70, 45, 60, 100, 45, 60, 75. ठीक है. So या 35, 60, 90 या 45, 60, 100 and not 105 लिखा होता, 75 sorry. यही आएगा ना। तो मेरा स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट यही है, कोई सेटिस्फाई करता है इस केस को? लेट्स सी। ओके, इफ दिस इज 150, इफ आई टेक b इक्वल टू 60, देन a विल हैव टू बी 45। नहीं चलेगा मुझे, मेरे को वैल्यू पसंद नहीं है वो, क्योंकि मुझे 45 का मतलब 75 आ जाएगा। सो 2a प्लस b इक्वल टू 150 में मेरे को b 60 नहीं हो सकता। इफ a 60, दैट मीन्स b इज गोइंग टू बी 30। तो मेरे लिए तो ये फिक्स हो गया, a इज इक्वल टू 60 डिग्रीज, b इक्वल टू 30 डिग्रीज, c शुड बी इक्वल टू 90 डिग्री। भैया मेरा हो गया सवाल। अब मेरे को क्या निकालना है? साइन ऑफ b प्लस 2c। व्हाट इज साइन ऑफ b प्लस 2c? b is 30, 2c is 90, 90 plus 2c is 180 plus 30, 210 degrees. 210 degrees means sine of 30 degrees half. But 210 degrees third quadrant. Third quadrant में एक साइन नेगेटिव होता है, so answer should be -1/2. Okay, so magnitude will be 1/2, but since it is 210 degrees, which is the third quadrant, so obviously it will have to be -1/2. Just to remind those of you who have forgotten, after school to cinema, all are positive. Sine is positive, tan and cot are positive, cos and its reciprocal secant are positive. Just remember this. Okay, so either way, the jugaad I hope is clear. Remember भैया, सवाल जो भी होंगे, they will give values of 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. These are what they will always be playing around with. They will not give you a 45, 60, 75 right triangle, because इसकी problem है. Similarly, they will not give you a 15, 60 and what will be the next? 75. So 105. ये भी नहीं मिलेंगे, ये दो नहीं मिलेंगे। बाय एंड लार्ज 30, 60, 90 की ही कहानी आएगी आप जब करना है ये। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। यार ये तो आना चाहिए। I don't think this should be a problem for you at all. Okay, cyclicity, something you have done. Okay, so what is the cyclicity of 3? 3 1s are 3 to power 1. 3 square will be 9. 3 cube will be 27. 3 to power 4 will be 7 into 3, 21. Then cyclicity of 4. This is 85. Okay, so what will be the unit digit of this? 3 to power 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unit digit will be 3. 3 to power 1, 3 to power 2, 3 to power 3, 3 to power 4. This is multiple of 4 plus 1. So multiple of 4 plus 1. Okay. 5 वाला तो हमेशा 5 से ही ऐड निकलता है. So this is minus. Okay. And then we have 7. 7 also has a cyclicity of 4. 7, 7 7s are 49. 9 7s are 63. 3 7s are 21. Again here. And what is this? 96. 96 is a multiple of 4. So this is multiple of 4. Okay. So this is 1. So what is it? 3 minus 5 plus 1. This is negative. Isn't it negative? So क्या करोगे भैया, बगल से बोरो करोगे ना, तो 13 plus 1 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. So correct answer is going to be choice A, 9. Okay. Set of all real values of P for which this equation has at least one solution. हाँ यार sin cos है ना, तो पता चल जाएगा क्यों. I know the what are the maximum and minimum values of cos. It is from -1 to +1. Similarly sin की भी -1 से +1 की रेंज होती है, तो मैं तो एक्सट्रीम्स देके एलिमिनेट करूंगा ना चॉइसेस. सो लेट्स लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन. लुकिंग एट द एक्सट्रीम, और यहाँ पे मेरा अगेन ये तो जुगाड़ वाली कहानी है मेरी कि भैया वैल्यू डालो, चेक करो और निकलो आगे. What is the maximum possible value of cos x? 1. Why am I looking at cos x का maximum? Because ये +12 है ना. Cos x will be a bigger item out here. So if cos x maximum is 1, that because cos x can be plus minus 1, sin x can be plus minus. I'm को इसी में खेलना है. If cos x is equal to 1, this becomes 12. And if cos x is 1, sin will be 0. So this will be 3 into 0. What does it become? 0 plus 12 minus 3, this is 9. 9 should be there. ठीक है. So एक रेंज पता चल गई. चलो दूसरी तरफ आ जाते हैं. If cos x is -1, so what does it become? Plus 12 into -1. If cos x is -1, sin तो अभी भी 0 ही होगा ना. -3. What does it become? -12 minus 3 -15. -15 तो आंसर चॉइस में चाहिए. ये भी गलत है, ये भी ठीक है, ये ठीक है. Okay. So what is the answer? -15 to 12 or -15 to 9? This one should be the answer, because when cos x is maximum, then you are getting here. Doubt है, साइन को चेक करना, अगर साइन एक्स को 1 ले लेते हैं तो क्या होगा, ऑब्वियसली कम होगी बिकॉज दिस इज 3 टाइम्स, इफ साइन एक्स इज 1 सो इट विल कम 3 into 1 plus 12 into 0 because when sin x is 1 cos x will be 0 minus 3. ये क्या आ गया, 3 minus 3 0 हो गया. आंसर तो यही होगा. जुगाड़ लगाओ, आगे चलो. Okay. ABCD is a quadrilateral whose diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. A triangle AOB and COD have areas of 4 and 9 respectively. Then the minimum area that ABCD can have. बहुत simple है तो. It is a standard question. Let's say it is a quadrilateral. Okay. ABCD, we know that AOB, this is O. The question is saying AOB has an area of 4, this is 9. Okay. If I say this has an area of x, this has an area of y, what does it mean? 9 into 4 should be equal to x into y. So 36. The product of these two areas has to be 36. If I want to minimize this, look at the factors. 36 into 1, okay, 18 into 2, 12 into 3, 9 into 4. Which one gives you the minimum sum? Okay, 36, 37. Okay, so minimum area. Okay, so if it's 36 ये है तो ये 1 है. So the what is the area? The area of these two added is 13. What is x plus y? 37. We want the minimum area. So I have minimum value of x plus y. So this is x plus y. 20, 15, 13. Okay. 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 9 into 4, 13. 36. Anything else? Okay. And minimum, I answered 26. I thought 25. Let me see if I made some mistake. Then the minimum area that ABCD, x into y, 36 should be x plus y, so x plus y, 36 plus 1, 18 plus 2, 20. Yeah. 9 and 4, 13. Okay. 9 into 4, 36. Oh, 6 into 6 कैसे भूल गया भाई मैं? How stupid of me. Yeah, so minimum value of 6 plus 6 आएगा ना 25. वही मुझे लग रहा था जब पेपर किया था तब तो मेरा आंसर 25 आ रहा था. So it has to be 6 plus 6. Okay. Another question where you just check choices or you make cases and verify. Highest possible value of ratio of 4-digit number to the sum of its 4 digits. Okay. 4-digit number कोई ले लेते हैं, बड़ा नंबर ले लेते हैं. 9, 8, 7, 6 upon 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6. ये सब अच्छा नहीं लगता. क्यों? यार इतना complicated नहीं हो सकता. Secondly, if these three are big, the summation also becomes big. So what I want these three to be as small as possible so that the summation remains as small. And this has to be big, so this has to be big, these three has to be small. Because if this is big, then the numerator will be very big. If these three are small, the summation, the denominator will become small. So what is it? What is the extreme case? 9, 0, 0, 0. Divided by 9 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is equal to 1000. So 1000, my answer has to be 1000 or greater than 1000. Less than 1000, 1000, 1000, less than 1000, यही होगा आंसर ना. जुगाड़ लगाओ, आगे चलें. यार ये सब गंदे गंदे सवाल दिखते हैं, शक्ल ही नहीं अच्छी लगती. Consider the polynomials where a is greater than 0 and bc are real and gx is minus 2x. If fx cuts x-axis as minus 2, 0, gx passes through ab, minimum value of, या छोड़ दो, बाद में बात करेंगे, करना ही नहीं है मुझे. अरे बाप रे, लंबा कहानी है वो. चलो पढ़ते हैं. In a city, 50% of the population can speak exactly one language among Hindi, English and Tamil, while 40% of the population can speak in at least 2 of these 3 languages. Okay. Moreover, the number of people who cannot speak in any of the 3 languages is twice the number of people who can speak in all these languages. ठीक है. समझ आया? कोई बात नहीं, पूरा पढ़ के फिर से एक बार करेंगे. If 52% of the population can speak Hindi and 25% of the population can speak exactly one language among English and Tamil, then the percentage of population who can speak in Hindi and exactly one language among English. एक एक करके चलते हैं, ठीक है? थोड़ी जगह कम है तो I'll try to make the figure out here. Okay? In a city, 50% of the population can speak exactly one language. Okay, so कहाँ पे देखें? चलो, let me write it here. I hope it will be visible. Yes, I think it will be visible. Okay, let me just change the color of the pen also. Okay, so exactly 1 is equal to 50. 50% of the population can speak at least exactly one language. Okay, 40% can speak at least 2 out of the 3. Okay, exactly 2 and exactly 3. These two combined becomes 40. What does that mean? None. Going to be 10. 50 plus 40, 90. At least एक language जानते हैं. That means 10% don't know any of the 3 languages. Okay, चलो यहाँ तक आ गए. Moreover, the number of people who cannot speak in any of these 3 languages, which is 10 people. Okay. 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 So any of these 3 languages, twice the number of people who can speak in all 3 languages. So this is twice. This 10 is twice the number of people who can speak all 3 languages. So this is going to be 5. So if this is 5, this is 35. Okay. Done. यहाँ तक हो गया. ठीक है. 52% of the population can speak in Hindi. Let me see. I think आ जाएगा. Figure आ जाएगा. थोड़ा सा बनाता हूँ. This is Hindi. 52% of the population can speak in Hindi. And 25% of the population can speak exactly one language among English and Tamil. Okay. 25% of the population can speak exactly one language among English and Tamil. आते हैं उस पे. पहली चीज exactly ये आएगा ना यहाँ पे. Okay. Now please tell me exactly 1 is 50. Exactly 1 is equal to 50. Okay. Only English plus only Tamil plus only Hindi is equal to 52. Sorry, 50. Not 52, 50. Right? And it says 25% of the population can speak only one language among English and Tamil. So यानी ये दोनों क्या हो गया? ये दोनों 25 हो गया ना? That means only Hindi is going to be 25. So ये 25 हो गया. Right? Okay. Percentage of population who can speak in Hindi and exactly one language among English and Tamil. Okay. So भैया ये plus ये कितना होगा? So 25 plus 5, 30. That means this plus this should be 22. So the answer should be 22%. इतनी लंबी कहानी है. Problem इन सवाल में होती है. Many times people leave it just because बहुत लंबी कहानी है. नहीं, मेरे को लंबी कहानी problem नहीं है. I will read it once. Without reading the question, if you are going to leave it, it is a crime in these papers. Read it. It's a simple, straightforward question. If you know Venn diagram, you will get it right definitely. So read it before you decide to leave it or attempt it. एक और लंबी कहानी आ गई. इसको भी पढ़ना होगा ना. Okay. A train left point A at 12 noon. 2 hours later, another train started from point in the same direction. It overtook the first train at 8 p.m. So पहली ट्रेन चली 12 noon. दूसरी ट्रेन चली 2 बजे. 2 p.m. Okay, it overtook the first one at 8 p.m. So at 8 p.m. both of them were together, right? So इसको कितने घंटे? First train, I hope this is visible clearly. Yeah, I think it's visible. At first train took 8 hours. Second train took 6 hours. What is the ratio of speeds? Ratio of speeds will be 3:4. So ratio of speed of train 1 to train 2. And this is speed ratio will be 4, oh sorry, not 4, 3:4. It will be the reverse ratio of the time taken. Okay. 8:6 का मतलब हो गया 4:3. So the ratio of time is 4:3. So the ratio of speed should be 3:4. चलो. It is known that the sum of speeds of the two trains is 140. What does that mean? 3x plus 4x is 140. That means train 1 has a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. And train 2 has a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, इतना क्लियर हो गया. मैं साइड पे लिख देता हूँ. Train 1 is 60 kilometers per hour and train 2 is 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, वो तो ऊपर लिखा ही हुआ है ना. क्यों बेकार में कर रहा हूँ? Okay. Okay. Then at what time would the second train overtake the first train? If instead the second train had started from point A at the same direction 5 hours after the first train. कि भैया ये 2 बजे नहीं चालू हुई थी. Supposing ये 2 बजे की जगह ये 5 o'clock it had started, not 5 o'clock, 5 hours after. What does 5 hours after means? Yeah, 5 p.m. only na. हाँ. Had this train started at 5 p.m. when would it have overtaken? What does that mean? In 5 hours this train would have done a distance of 300 kilometers, right? And what is the gain? Gain is 20 kilometers per hour. So it is overtaken 15 hours. It will overtake in 15 hours from when? Okay. Assume both trains travel 5 hours after. So it will overtake 15 hours after starting now. So it is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. means at 12 noon will be 7 hours, 8 a.m. Yeah. 5 p.m. today plus 15 hours will make it 8 a.m. next day. Simple question. बेकार की लंबी कहानी है, लंबी कहानी से डरना नहीं चाहिए है. Okay. Okay. Number of 5-digit numbers, number of 5-digit numbers consisting of distinct digits that can be formed such that only odd digits occur at odd places. Okay, 5. Only odd digits occur at odd places. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 5 odd digits. Okay, only odd digits have to occur at odd places and each digit is different in this entire scheme. So यहाँ पे मेरे पास 5 options है out of these 5. एक को use कर लिया तो यहाँ पे I'll have 4 options, यहाँ पे I'll have 3 options. Okay. Out of how many digits? Total are 10 digits. How many I used? 1, 2, 3 used. So I am left with 7 digits. So what should be here? I have 7 possibilities here and 6 possibilities here. So what should the answer be? 7 into 5, 35. 35 into 6. 35 into 6 is 180, 210. So 35 into 6 is 210. 210 into 4, 840. 840 into 3, 24, 25, 20. 25, 20. ये रहा भैया. 10 points in a plane, of which 5 points are collinear and no 3 among the remaining are collinear. The number of distinct straight lines that can be formed, भैया ये तो जुगाड़ है मेरा. मैं तो फिगर बनाऊंगा और आंसर निकालूंगा. मेरे को कोई मैथ्स परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन कुछ नहीं लगानी इसमें. क्या है? 5 पॉइंट है. 5 points are on a same straight line. ये 5 points are collinear and बाकी 5 points क्या है? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It says no 3 are in the same straight line, so इसको same straight line पे नहीं रखते. इसको चलो ओके कहीं भी डाल दो ना. एज्यूम कर लेते स्ट्रेट लाइन में नहीं है ये. ओके चलो ठीक है 5 हो गए. नाउ हाउ मेनी स्ट्रेट लाइंस कैन यू फॉर्म? पहली चीज ये तो एक ही बनेगी ना. दिस लाइन लेट्स लुक एट दिस वन. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9. So as far as this particular point is concerned, it will make 9 lines. Okay. Similarly, if I look at this point now, ये वाली लाइन तो होगी ना, इसको भूल जाओ. It will make 8 lines. This will make 7, 6, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And एक लाइन तो ये है ही है. This is 1. So what is the answer? 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9. This will be 35 plus 1, 36. Okay. फिगर बनाओ, चेक करो. डाउट है? Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I have this 1 point and another 4 points. 1, 2, let's say 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? So इसके 9 हो गए. अब when you are looking at this, don't worry about this particular line. You forget this point completely because ये line तो already बन चुकी है. Now you say with this how many? एक ये line निकल गई तो 8. अब अगला देखूंगा तो 7. अगला देखूंगा 6. Next will be 5 and as I said 1 out of this. Okay. Okay. X-intercept of the line that passes through the intersection of these two lines is perpendicular to the line 3x minus y. छोड़ दो. ठीक है छोड़ देते हैं. ओके अगला देखते हैं क्या. अच्छा अगला DI का सेट है. इसको बिफोर वी गो टू दिस पर्टिकुलर सेट लेट्स लुक एट क्या सवाल कर लिए हमने अभी तक. ओके एंड रिमेंबर आई सेड वी विल डू एटलीस्ट 10 आउट ऑफ दोस 20 क्वेश्चन. हाउ मेनी हैव वी डन? वी हैव डन 12, 13, 15, 16. 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. Okay. And how many of these are you got? 13, 15, 17, 19. 13, 15, 17, 19, 24. कितने सवाल हो गए? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have already done 11 questions. Okay. Now please understand this is what is required. Out of 15, there were 11 doable. You could have, I'm not saying do all 8, 11, but the ones which are to be left has to be very clear. Secondly, you have to be very clear about this jugaad wala, this jugaad, this one, this one, this one, this one. These are important because these 5 questions you will probably do in 7-8 minutes, not more than 1.5 minutes per question. अगर 7.5 मिनट में 5 सवाल ये कर लिए, then you have ample time for everything else. Okay, चलो अब आखिरी सेट पे आ जाते हैं. In a football tournament, 6 teams A, B, C, D, E, F participated. Each pair of team has exactly one match amongst them. For any team, a win fetches 2 points, a draw fetches 1 point, and a loss fetches no points. Both teams E, F ended with less than 5 points. E and F दोनों के less than 5 points है. Okay. At the end of the tournament, the table is given, and then some extra information. Now, before we go, मेरे को यार सवाल देखने का शौक है. मैं सवाल देखूंगा. क्यों? मैं देखता हूँ कि सवाल में definite answers हैं. None of the question is saying cannot be determined. None of these cannot be determined means I will not be able to possibly complete the table. So when I look at any of the question, there are definite answers. इसका मतलब बहुत simple है. You will be able to complete the table, and not only that, the questions might also help you somewhat. Okay. So let's start here. Okay. Okay. So 2 things. End of the 2 points shells. Okay. इसमें था ना एक. Both E and F had less than 5 points. Okay. So let me say the figure is here. So this is less than 5. This is less than 5. Okay. Now, how many teams are there? 6 teams. Each team will play 5 matches. How many matches will be there? 5C2. 5C2. Oh, sorry, not 5C2. 6 teams are there, so 6C2 matches होंगे ना. So there will be 6C2, which is 6 into 5 upon 2. 15 matches. Okay, 15 matches. ये वो इससे ही पता चल जाएगा. 5 into 5, 20, 5 into 6, 30, 30 by 2. Why by 2? Because A, B को यहाँ पे भी count किया, यहाँ पे भी count किया, so divide by 2. So 15 matches in all. Each match is giving you 2 points. So the total summation of points is going to be 30 points. Right? We already have 8 plus 6, 14. So these two should add up to 6 points. 10, 6, 16 and 8, 24. 6 points are possible here between E and F. चलो बाकी देखें. Cases बनाओ ना. 5 to get 8 points. What will it be? 4. If he cannot win all 4 matches. If he all 5 matches, if he had won all 5 matches, how much would it been? If he wins all 5 matches, that would have been 10. So 5 matches नहीं हो सकते. Can he win 4 matches? If it is 4 matches and 1 draw, 8 plus 1, 9. No, it is not possible. It is 8 points. So 3 matches wins and 2 draws. Right? Similarly, 2 losses and 6 points. That means he's won all 3 matches. Next one, 5 with 2 losses. Okay, 5 with 2 losses. What does that mean? How do you win? Start thinking, is there 3 matches left? It could be 2-1, 2 2s are 4 plus 1 5. It could be 1-2 also, but that would be 2 plus 1 3 points. So not possible. So the only case possible for C is going to be 2 matches won, 1 drawn. Okay. Next one, 5. Same, 1 loss and 5 points. 1 loss, there are 4 matches left. So obviously he cannot be winning more than 2 matches. If he wins 2 matches, 2 2s are 4 plus 3 and then 2 draw. How much does it become? 2 2s are 4 to 6? No. He has got 5 points. If it is 2 wins and 2 draws, it will be 6 points. So obviously this is ruled out. So next case will be 1 3. 1 win and 3 draws. 2 plus 3, 5, perfectly fine. Okay. Now how many matches are there? They are supposed to be 15 matches. Now please look at, should not the number of wins be equal to number of losses? Okay. How many wins? 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. This is going to be greater than or equal to 3. This cannot be less than 3 is all I'm saying. This could be 4 also. Okay. So this is definitely going to be greater than 3. Okay. Now let's look at this. Okay. Let's look at this person also. He's got 1 loss. Okay. And his points are less than 5. Okay, let's look at the best case scenario. Out of the 4 remaining matches, E wins, let's say, has to win less than 1 match. Or okay, look at these two. 1, 1, 3, 5 points. If this is 1 and this is 1, 3, it will also be 5. But we know it has to be less than 1 match. So that means this is going to be 0 and 4. 4 points. So this is going to be 2 points. हो गया? कुछ खास तो नहीं और बचा? अच्छा ये बचा है ना? How many wins? Okay. How many matches are taken care of so far? Okay. यहाँ पे क्या बचा? Okay, 2 वे यार ये 2 ही तो points आ रहे हैं इसके 2 points कैसे आ सकते हैं? Either will win 1. If he wins 1 and loses 4, that is one way to get 0. What can there be any other? He could lose, he could draw 2 and 0 3. Okay, ये भी तो 2 पॉइंट देगा कि नहीं? ओके, क्या होगा इसके अंदर? ओके, देख लेंगे क्या होता है. ठीक है, लेट्स लुक एट द क्वेश्चंस फर्स्ट. अब मुझे 2 केस भी दिखते हैं तो मेरे को चिंता नहीं है अभी. पहले मैं क्वेश्चन देखना चाहता हूं. टोटल नंबर ऑफ मैचेस एंडिंग इन अ ड्रॉ. ओके, नाउ टोटल नंबर ऑफ मैचेस एंडिंग इन अ ड्रॉ चॉइसेस देखिए. ओके, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ मैचेस एंडिंग इन अ ड्रॉ, भैया ये दिखता है कि नहीं? ये क्यों है? ये इसलिए है कि आंसर लाइकली टू बी 6 बट 12 इसलिए दिया है बिकॉज इफ यू एड अप ऑल ऑफ देम यू मे एंड अप विद 12. 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, राइट? ये क्या था? मैंने क्या बोला था? दिस कुड बी आइदर 1 win and 4 losses and 0 draws. It could also be 2 wins. Oh, sorry. It could also be 0 wins and 2 draws and 2 losses. Right? दोनों हो सकते हैं ना. But यही वाला सवाल तो मैं आंसर दे रहा है. Number of matches ending in a draw. If we just forget about this first of all, how many are these? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are 5 draws in any case. Okay? These are in any case 5 draws. Okay? So if there are 5 draws already out here, your answer will be either 5 or greater than 5. Okay? ये तो गलत है. Answer will be either these two. 12 नहीं हो सकता. But क्योंकि 12 दिया है तो आंसर यही होना चाहिए. सोचो भी मत. 12 इसलिए दिया है ताकि तुम गलती से 6 को की जगह 12 मार्क कर दो. Why will you mark 12? If you add up all of them, it will become 12. Okay? Okay. Now the next thing is, or rather before this also you could have done, okay, how much was this? This was 3, this was 4, this is 4. Okay? Now another thing which you could have done, yes, ultimately, how many wins are there? How many losses are there? 3, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So far we have got 9 wins. यहाँ पे 2 to 4, 5, 6, 2 to 4, 5, 6. So this should be 3. Why 3? Why can't I have a win here? Because if I have a win here, I'll have to have a loss here also. ये खुद ही से थोड़ा ना हार जीत करेगा. Okay? Okay? So this is why you'll say this is going to be 3. Okay? 3 losses. Okay? 2 draws, 0 wins. Okay? Chalo. There was some more information. B defeated C and C defeated D. B defeated C. So B defeated C. B की एक win में ये है. And C defeated D. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Okay? Chalo. Next question. Which team had the highest number of draws? हाँ तो हो गया ना ये. Highest number of draws, team E. Total points that team F got. Team F के 2 points हैं. Which team was not defeated by team A and team E was defeated by whom? So which team was not defeated by team A? एक बार देखते हैं. Team not defeated by team A. Okay? अब ये बताओ एक इसके अंदर. Okay. What are the choices for the 2 questions? Let me just quickly look at the choices. Okay. Which team was not defeated by team A? B, C, D, F. Okay. Let's see. B, C, D, F. Out of B, C, D, F, one team was not defeated by team A. Which can that be? Okay. Now please look at it this way. Okay. D has been defeated only by C. Okay. D has only one loss and that loss is to C. That means team D was not defeated by team A. So team D. Team E was defeated by whom? Let's see. Team E. Team E के तो 4 ड्रॉ है तो एक ही मैच तो हारेगा. Okay. If it has drawn 4 matches, who are the 4 people he has drawn the match with? It has got 1 loss. Okay. So the question was, team E was defeated by, it has got only 1 loss, so it has the answer cannot be this. The answer cannot be this. Only 1 loss ना, या तो A से हारेगा या B से हारेगा, दोनों से थोड़ा ना हारेगा. Okay. So sorry, which was that team? Team E. Team E was defeated by whom? So team E is here. It has got 1 loss and 4 draws. Okay. So किस साथ draw करेगा ये? Okay. So जिसके साथ draw नहीं किया वहीं से हारेगा. Okay. Can you pick out? Is it A or B? Okay. Is it A or B? Okay. So when you look at team, this was E. It has got 4 draws. Okay. And 1 loss. Okay. And since it has got 4 draws, it should lose to either A or B, because why A or B? Even if there's confusion, there are only 2 choices. It is either team A or team B. Okay. So 4 draws and 1 loss टीम ए ने हराया कि टीम बी ने हराया. So what do we pick out from here? 4 draws. There are 4 draws out here. It has definitely drawn with this one. E has lost to, so it should be B. It should be B. I'll confirm. Yes, it should be team B only. Should be the answer. Okay. ठीक है. So again, if you look at this paper, this particular paper, I'm sure by now you understand what are the questions you should be attempting, which one you should be leaving, and just to remind you, 11 plus 5 of reasoning. Now, ये भी कर सकते थे, if you are good in the reasoning part, you could have done these 5 questions of DILR first and then done another 5 questions. So out of 20 questions, there are 15 plus questions which are doable, which 10 to do is going to be your choice. Okay, so that's essentially from my side. And before I close, भैया पसंद आया तो like कर दो, subscribe तो कर ही लो, because IPMAT is next door, and if you want regular inputs, you need to subscribe to our channel. Okay, so that's it from my side. All the best. We'll meet you again in another session.